All these little girls are like, my boyfriend's a narcissist. I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not. And I told him why. And everyone went, oh. I said, if you're dating a narcissist, you will not post on social media you're dating a narcissist. Because he'll come for you. Mentally, physically, financially, he's going to come for you. You will not have that video up. So if you say I'm dating a narcissist, guarantee you he's not. And everyone kind of came at me and I'm like, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
This woman is absolutely right. And she's calling out a trend that's become way too casual. Every heartbreak, every toxic fling, every guy who ghosted after 3 dates gets labeled a narcissist on social media. But real narcissism, that's not just ego. That's control. That's destruction. And if you're posting a video calling your boyfriend a narcissist, and he hasn't already found you, shut it down, or made your life hell, then chances are he's not one. Because a true narcissist doesn't let you expose them. They don't allow public disrespect. They hunt it. They'll call your boss, they'll show up at your door, they'll threaten legal action, manipulate your friends, or flood your mentions with counterattacks. They don't just get mad, they weaponize. They come for your mental peace, your finances, your reputation. And if you're still sitting there posting TikToks about how toxic he is, that means he either doesn't care or he's not a narcissist at all. Real narcissists need to be in control of everything. Your time, your image, your emotions, your narrative. They can't tolerate being portrayed as the villain. So if you're able to post that video, keep your phone, and go about your day without a war breaking out, that's not a red flag, that's a green light. He doesn't have the obsession, the power, or the need to destroy you for speaking up.
Your dad would disown you in a heartbeat.
He wouldn't. Maybe yours would, but mine wouldn't.
Then why do you hide it from him?
Come on.
Because right now I'm still unsure of how to tell him. There's obviously been plans of telling him, my family in general. As of right now, I'm unsure. And I'm only...
Because he's going to be upset, right?
Yes, he's going to be upset, but
Why? Why is he going to be upset?
Because his daughter is selling her body online.
Yeah. And do you think any father ever wants that for their daughter?
No.
No. That's why he's going to be upset, right?
Yeah.
You know why he's going to be upset more than anything? This is what the chatter was saying, is because you're shaming him. You're bringing shame to his family name. That's why he's going to be upset.
This moment on the podcast is heavy, not because of judgment, but because it forces us to confront the gap between personal freedom and family values. She admits she's selling intimate photos of herself online, legal, independent, consensual, and says her dad would be devastated. The men press her, if he wouldn't disown you, why hide it? And she says it plainly, because he'll be upset, because his daughter's selling her body online. And one of them hits back, yeah, and what father wouldn't be? And here's the tension. Yes, it's legal. Yes, it can be empowering. Yes, it's her body, her choice, her income. Many women do it safely, privately, and profitably, not out of desperation, but agency. But this isn't just about legality, it's about perception, not just societies, but families. A father doesn't see a business model, he sees his little girl. He sees risk. He sees shame. He sees other men consuming images of someone he raised, protected, and loved. And even if she's not doing anything illegal or immoral, that image, literal and emotional, breaks something in him. Now, does this make her a prostitute? No, not in the traditional sense. Selling content online isn't the same as exchanging sex for money in real time. But the line blurs in the eyes of those who love her. And the real pain for the father is not just the act, it's the exposure. The fear of neighbors, relatives, co-workers recognizing her, the whispers, the shame, the loss of control over how she's seen. That's what cuts deepest. And yes, the world is changing. Sex work, digital content, OnlyFans, it's normalized in many circles. But normalization doesn't erase generational trauma, cultural values, or parental instinct. And just because she's empowered doesn't mean he can reconcile it. So the real issue isn't whether she should do it, that's her choice. It's about understanding the cost, not just emotional safety, not just privacy, but relationship risk. Because freedom doesn't exist in a vacuum. When you step into the light, you also expose the people who love you, whether they're ready or not.
Why don't you ever talk about the men that don't pay child support?
Because it's women like you who spread your legs with guys like that. Why don't you ever talk about the responsibility of women who choose irresponsible males to procreate with and then complain later when they're irresponsible?
No.
the women who have a one-nighter with a bartender or a guy on a motorcycle or a musician, and then you complain later on the guy's a deadbeat. He was a deadbeat to begin with.
Can I please just say this? I was married once before, okay? My husband and I had a child together.
Right.
After I was tired of him beating me for 2 years, I left him.
Really? Can you tell me why you tolerated being beaten for 2 years? I'd like to hear about this.
My answer to that is because I was young and stupid.
Okay, I agree with you.
There you go.
You were stupid. No doubt about it. Now we see why you're so upset about this. You chose a manifestly irresponsible, violent individual to procreate with. Then you're amazed that the guy doesn't send you child support. You know?
She shares, I was married, we had a child, I left after 2 years. But here's the key, she doesn't say he failed support. She says she left because of abuse. And when the man asks, why did you stay for 2 years? She answers, because I was young and stupid. Now, let's reframe this. It's not just about abuse. It's about her choice, her options, and the consequences of staying. She wasn't just trapped. She was choosing every day to remain in a relationship that was harming her. Yes, fear, love, and the child made it complicated, but it was still her path. And that's the hard truth. We all have options, even when they feel limited. You can stay, you can leave, you can ask for help. You can walk away with nothing and rebuild. And yes, some women pick men they know are risky. They feel the spark, ignore the red flags, and later pay the price. Others stay too long, not because they can't leave, but because they're hoping he'll change or they're not ready to face the fallout. That's not victimhood, that's decision making under pressure. And it's on all of us, men and women, to own our choices. So while no one should endure abuse, we also can't ignore the power of agency. She stayed, then she chose to leave. And that second choice, the one to walk, is where her real strength shows. Because no matter the situation, you always have an option. Sometimes it's just harder to see and harder to take.
Most relationships, and I'll even be more specific, most relationships that involve connection and true love are typically hard. Not because relationships have to be hard, but because most people have been hurt by something in their life, are holding on to past traumas, haven't resolved it. Once they meet this individual that they feel so strongly about, it is scary. This is where things get difficult. It's the difficultness in how do I handle this? How do I manage this? You'll have people feel like they're losing themselves, but they're not losing themselves. Their true self is coming out. And it's the self that's been hiding behind that wall they've been using for quote unquote protection. But I always say the same walls able to protect you are the same walls blocking your blessings.
He's absolutely right. That same wall that kept you safe also kept love out. It blocked pain, but it also blocked connection, intimacy, and the blessings that come with vulnerability. And now when real love shows up, your nervous system doesn't say finally, it says danger. So you pull away, sabotage, or overthink, not because you don't care, but because your past is screaming louder than your present. And that's why grief is so essential. When a relationship ends, even if it wasn't perfect, you have to let yourself feel it, not suppress it, not rush into the next thing, but sit with it, reflect, ask, what did I bring into this? What patterns did I repeat? Where did I protect too much and connect too little? Because every relationship leaves a mark. Some change your path, others change your personality. And if you don't process that, you don't grow, you just repeat. Healing isn't about being over it. It's about understanding it, feeling it, and choosing from that place of clarity to show up differently.
If I go on one more date, if I have one more encounter with a man in his early 30s telling me that what he's looking for is a hustler, that he's looking for a queen to build an empire with, to be hustling for the next 5 years, I'm officially tapping out. Because what y'all don't get is us girlies in our early 30s, we've been hustling. We fell victim to the girl boss shit, and we was girl bossing for the last decade. We went to school, we started our businesses, we bought houses, we've been doing this on our own. We've been on our independent woman shit. And you talking to me about hustling another 5 years? My mans, I'm trying to have some babies. And you want me out here working too and hustling?
There's a disconnect happening in dating right now. A lot of men, still building, still striving, talk about building an empire like it's the ultimate romantic vision. But for many women who've already lived that life, it's not exciting. It's more of the same. She's not rejecting ambition. She's rejecting timing. She's ready to slow down, to nurture, to create life, not just wealth. And when the man across the table is still in full hustle mode, it's not just mismatched goals, it's mismatched seasons. And that's okay. Because dating isn't about forcing alignment, it's about finding it. People are free to want different things. Some men are still building, some women want partnership, not another project. And if you're not on the same page, that's not failure, that's clarity. So yes, keep looking, not with bitterness, not with frustration, but with honesty. There are men who want peace, who want family, who aren't obsessed with scaling. And there are women who want to keep building, who want a power duo. The key is not forcing a square peg into a round hole. It's finding the person who's walking the same path as you, not dragging you onto theirs.